This is a 2019 Honda Civic Hatchback Sport Edition. Now for this particular trim, you get this key fob. No push button start. Now starting off in the back, you see two very nice exhaust outlets in the middle. And you get a really nice spoiler. Your rear windshield wiper. Now to open the hatch, there's actually a button underneath here, underneath the Honda logo. Now to access your hatch, there's actually a button on your key fob. And this is where your backup camera is located. Opening up the hatch, fairly light and easy. As you can see here, there's plenty of room. Put all your camping gear. And there's also a privacy cover here that you can pull to hide all your belongings. Put that back. And it goes right in, goes back in really easy. And I believe the back seats do fold down. And then you also get another privacy cover right there. And you also get two really nice handlebars. And back here you also see the location of your jack. Nice. So underneath here you do have a spare tire. Now looking at the back passenger door material, hard touch, really smooth material right here, along with your very nice door handle. And then for the armrest here, you have a cloth material, but it's just a cover. Underneath there is actually really hard. And then you have a tiny compartment there to put maybe a can of soda. Hard touch, speakers. Now for the back seats, you don't have no mat pockets. You don't have no air vents. And you do have a hard touch plastic right here. But then the seats, they feel pretty nice. Now getting into the cabin, it's not too bad. You do have this really nice soft headliner along with your side grab handles. Same material on that side. Now the seats are very soft, smooth, and I feel like they are going to be very comfortable on long trips. But the rear passengers are not going to have any cup holders in the back besides the ones on the door, and they won't have a center armrest. And then also for headroom, I am 5'5", and there is quite a bit of room back here, so I believe anybody that is 6 foot should be able to rest their head back here quite comfortably. Now getting out of the vehicle, there is actually quite a bit of space right here, so getting out is going to be a stretch. Oh. Yep, it's a stretch. Oh. Now in order to roll the rear passenger seats down, you would have to pull on this. And it seems like the seats do fold down pretty flat. Your seat? Oh gosh. This reminds me of one of those Facebook memes. For the front passenger door, you have this really nice trim right here. And you have soft plastic up here. and your smooth material along with your cloth. Hard touch plastic, your speaker, and a nice size compartment to put your water bottle or your hair products. Now the passenger seat is full manual, but the seat does look really nice. Sitting in the passenger seat, you do have a glove box that falls down. It's actually a nice size glove box. And then for the material on the dash, you have soft touch plastic, and then you have this nice fake carbon fiber trim, and then also some soft touch plastic up here. And then near your windshield, you have this hard touch plastic, which also houses your windshield vents. And for the infotainment system, it seems to be directly in the center, so passengers, you will not have any trouble seeing what's going on. This car does have the CVT with your auto brake hold. You're not going to find a manual e-brake, but you do have an electronic one. And then your econ mode. Now for the center, you do have a really, really deep storage system. This is also where you can put your drinks, and I believe you could also put this away, and that'll open up more space. So far we haven't seen any USB ports or 12-volt outlets, and they're actually down here. And now to your visors. There is no light, but there is a vanity mirror. Now let's see if these visors actually extend. It does. And no sunroof, but you do have 2 blank spots and your lights. Getting out from the front passenger seat is actually not as bad as it was for the rear passenger seat. Weird. And then going to the driver's side, you will also find your gas lid, which I believe will open if your car is unlocked. And it's got a capless gas cap. Please make sure you put premium. It's recommended. Now let's check out the driver's side. Same materials. And then here you have your side mirror controls along with your lock, unlock, and your window lock, and your window switches. Now looking at the foot controls, it's got aluminum material, but then for the footrest you have just regular plastic. Here you also find your hood release, and then on top of that is where you find your traction control, and then on top of that is where you find your traction control and where you can reset your TPMS. Here's where you also find your headlight switch. It's got a auto feature, and then for the driver's seat, it is fully manual. Driver's side also has a vanity mirror, but no light. Extends. And then this is how it would look sitting in the driver's seat. This car does have a backup camera, and it appears to also have an automatic climate control. And then on the steering wheel, you have this really nice leather material it feels really good. And then here you find your cruise control. And then on the left side is where you have your music controls and your hands-free phone controls, and also your voice command. No flat bottom, but the steering wheel looks really good. And then on the back is where you also find the paddle shifters for this sport model, since it's an automatic. No push button start. Now let's take a look at the instrument cluster. Very nice layout. Very easy to read. Now in this car, you do feel like you're sitting pretty far away from the windshield. There's quite a bit of space. And then when you put the shifter in reverse, this is your backup camera. No directory, but it's pretty clear. Now let's take a look at the engine bay. Ooh, that's heavy. This is your Earth Dreams turbocharged Honda engine. And now let's take this Honda Civic on the road. Starting off, we're just gonna put it in drive. Right off the bat, the steering wheel feels nice. And just looking into the instrument cluster here, you do feel like you are sort of being sucked into some kind of virtual world here. But the digital speedometer does make it a little easier to look at first. And then for visibility, you do have a little bit of a blind spot right there to your rear right pillar, but overall it's not too bad. Good visibility to the left. Throttle response is pretty instant. This is a front wheel drive with the CVT transmission. And right off the bat, just sitting here, you do feel like you're in some kind of sports car. Everything just looks really nice. Ooh, that CVT reacts really fast. The CVT does do a really good job at giving you the power when you step on the gas. It's actually pretty responsive for a CVT. Now, for the noise levels in the cabin, I think it's tolerable. I don't hear much wind noise. I don't hear much noise from the road. The suspension is actually pretty good on this car. Taking it through this corner. The brakes is actually pretty sensitive. Oh, wow. This car is actually pretty flat in the corners. Oh, wow. This car is flat out in the corners. The car stability is really good. I'm quite impressed. You do move around a little bit in these seats, but that's due to the physics in the corners. Test out the brakes again. It's actually really sensitive at first, but once you get used to it, you could actually modulate the brakes to give you a very smooth braking progress. This car is a little firm, but it's not too firm to the point where you feel like you're bouncing all over the place. Car's suspension's got the right amount of firmness to keep you in check and confident. Acceleration is a breeze with the CVT. Oh man, cornering is actually really good. This car can handle any road you throw at it, man. I feel like it's so confidence inspiring. Oh my goodness, this engine is nice. Okay, since we're on a straight road, I'm gonna test out the paddle shifters. I'm gonna have to put the shifter in sport. Now that we're in sport, let's see. Okay, so if you press the minus, it'll downshift for you. Right now we're in third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven. What? 7? Okay, so the CVT will actually imitate 7 gear shifts for you. Wow, that's better than 6 gears. And it actually downshifts pretty immediate. Upshifts, immediate. If this CVT is not fun for you, try putting it in sport mode. I'm pretty sure you will change your mind, man. Holy crap. But 7 gears is a little too much though. Oh. Man, with 7 gears, you feel like you can click for days. Let's go back into drive mode and let me process what I just experienced. Okay, so you can still have fun if you're in drive, but if you want a little bit more control, you can put it in sport mode and use the paddles. But for me, since this is an automatic, I'm just gonna let the computer do all the work for me. Even though it was kind of fun using the paddles, but if you're in drive, the CVT does a very good job at giving you the power you want anyway, so, and at the same time, giving you good gas mileage. Visibility is really, really good. I actually like the amount of visibility you get in this hatchback. Even though I feel like it looks more of like a sportback, but Honda calls it a hatchback. I actually think this is a very good car. It's fun, it's practical, it's pretty roomy, and it's a hatchback. This CVT is really, really good. I'm not a big fan of CVTs, but Honda, I think you guys have made a very good CVT. Especially made it to that Earth Dreams turbocharged engine. Woo! Like they say, guys, don't mock it until you try it. Turning is really good. Man, that CVT just responds like that. I didn't think CVTs could be this good. This is amazing. Good job, Honda. But one thing you will always notice about CVT transmission cars is that you can always tell if it's a traditional automatic or CVT. There's just no hiding it. Yep, it's a CVT, but it's a good CVT. Oh man, this is bad. I actually want one now. Oh my goodness. You do hear some engine note, but it's not rough. It's just indication that the engine is doing work. Some engine noise is better than no engine noise. Remember that. If I was to get one of these cars, I would definitely go with the CVT. Don't get me wrong, I love manual cars. But this CVT made it to this engine, it just makes the difference. The steering is light, but it's actually really precise. Overall, this is a really, really nice car. Styling, driving characteristics, everything is really, really good. I like it. And then underneath here, I believe you do have a spec. Ooh, wow. Wow. Okay.